Now what I want to do is jump over to a bigger account so that I can show you some of these other features, all right? Here's the Commerce Manager overview for a client that I'm managing. As you can see, this catalog has 61 products in it. And this is like a checkoff mark. I added items, I customized the shop, how I want it to look, and then I published it, right? See how it says I have some issues here? You can also see if you have issues in any products or any sets, and then you can review the issues and resolve them here as well. And then suggestions, these are just things that we can do to improve our accounts. Facebook is pretty great with showing you just automated. The system will tell you, hey, why don't you do this? Why not try that? Very cool. So let's go back though to our catalog and then items like we just were with that one ring. Here we can see all the different products that this catalog has in it. Now, attributes is where you can see different features about your products. And this is all based on the data that you put in when uploading the products, right? So if the product was in stock and availability, you could click that, it would show only those. If you had ones only for females versus males or etc., you could put that in there. Condition, if it was new or used, all these are new, so you only see new here. But are you getting the idea? If you had brands, you could choose just to show those particular brands and etc. So this is just a quick way to navigate your items in the catalog, okay? Next, let's move down here to sets quick. Sets are particular products that you want to pull out of your catalog and make into, say, a category. A set is like a category. You can create sets and then you can advertise sets, as you see up here. You can also advertise catalogs, but creating specific sets is going to allow you to segregate and serve only specific products when you want. So how I do that is I'm coming here to create set. We're probably not going to use filters because we don't have a massive inventory unless you do, but you're probably going to want to manually select your items. So if you click this, you're going to get to go through your catalog and choose those, right? You know what? This is a product I want. I want this one and etc. This one and a product set. Then you can name the set, like say this one was for just men's products or something like that, for example. That's how you would create the set. Come here and create. And then later on, we will get to talk about advertising our sets or remarketing our sets. Quick example though, because you know I love to show you quick examples. If we're here in the ads manager and I come here to create a campaign, which we're almost there, we're going to get there. You see catalog sales here? This is where we would create a campaign that was using our catalogs, okay? So that's done here, or it's also where we just were, where you can come down to your catalog, come down to your sets, choose a set, and then you can come to advertise the set. Another way you can get there quick as well, even if you clicked items, you could come down to sets, select a set, and then advertise the set that way. And when you click that, it would ask you to choose the ad account you want. And then it's going to take you to exactly where I just said how we created a campaign and chose catalog sales. We will get into this later. Now, quick, back to the Commerce Manager. Let's go over these other fields here to the left. So we just were in catalogs. We went over items, our sets. If we did have any issues, right, we would fix them here. Your data sources have to do with many of those product uploads I talked about. We're going to skip over that and come here to events. And this is where you would connect your catalog in your shop to your Facebook pixel. So all the shops that you've created, you can see here in shops. Promotions, you come down to product launches. This is where you would have already done this, but you would have enabled your ability to check out on Facebook. And then you can, when you make new products, you can launch new products and you'd be able to see that data here. Discounts, if you want to create a special discount, a coupon code, this is where you would create a promotion for your shop. Once you clicked it, you would come here to either directly to the prices, right? How you would give them the discount, or to qualifying orders, maybe if they reached a certain buy amount, orders over 50 get this promotion, or with just a typical discount code. And if you wanted to do that, it's very simple. Name the discount with a unique identifier. Then you're going to apply the discount type, which is either a fixed amount, a percentage, the minimum subtotal, the minimum quantity, the actual name of the code, and then you're going to select the products and the date range. All straightforward. If this is something you want to do, go ahead and set this up. Creators is where, again, you'll have access to once you have enabled the checkout to be able to collect those payments on platform. Once you do, you can then engage with other creators, other store owners. You can start to tag products in posts, in stories, and those things can be shared. That type of data you would be able to see here, as you can see. Now here to ads, this is just where we can kind of get to that ads manager, create a campaign with our catalogs even quicker. So if we came here, we click create an ad. Again, we'd be choosing the ad account we want. Next. And it'd bring us right here to the ads manager where we could then create and set that up. Now starting with Insights, and Insights is all related to performance. You're going to be able to break down and see the performance of your catalogs and your products. First thing you need to do is come to the top right and select a date range. Once you have the date range, you're going to be able to see insights for that range. In this, we can see we had 98 visitors, 122 of them visited a product page, 71 of them clicked a product description page, so they clicked a description, and then 50% of those actually went to the website. And right now you see how this one's in red here. It's because it's comparing it to last month. And then right below you can see that broken down by your products briefly, which ones performed better, which ones sent the most people to your website. Audience here, this business manager that's connected to this commerce manager is actually a duplicate of this business because we're getting ready to transition assets. So you don't see an audience here. You probably won't at first either. But how this works is that when they have been able to grab data on at least 100 people, they are going to plug them in here to this audience field. Now, because we're still in transition here, it's just not showing up. But over time, it will for this as it will for you. And not a performance. This is where you can just go down a little bit deeper looking at the data from just a behavior standpoint, what they're doing on your catalogs, your products. Then from a traffic standpoint, which is related to where they came from and where they're going if they went to your website. As you can see here, we have a 33% bounce rate. That's for people who went to the site and then just left very quickly. And then you have websites, apps, and offline events. That's where this would be recorded. We're going to go over how you understand the data, but I just want you to see it here because this is where you're going to go to measure your performance. Discovery is related to how many people discovered you through the platform. So as you can see, most of them came from Facebook, which is expected, then Instagram, and then here we have a few from a page that's unrecognized, but you can break that down. Product tagged is all your posts and stories that have products tagged in them. When you tag a product, most of the time it's going to show up in the actual post, and it'll say, this is the product. Then they can click on it and go right to your shop. Very nice feature. But you're going to be able to overview all your tagged posts and stories here. Catalog is where you're going to get to see those same things, like if they viewed the product or if they click the product description or details page by catalog. So you can see each of these products here in these catalogs, and you can measure it that way. Audience, again, this will get populated over time as you gather that data and things are populated, especially if you're using those custom IDs back when we were making a product. This is going to populate way faster for you. Next, on to settings, the last part. Very straightforward. This is just overviewing all the different setups on your account. So first we have, of course, our name, our email, our account status. You can see your checkout method, and you could also change that method here if you wanted, your default country and language. Catalog is where you can see your different catalogs here, and also if you have any preset image cropping. Sometimes if you're uploading images in bulk and they're all the same, then you can just crop them all the same, and that would be done here. Notifications as well for different interactions or changes in the account would be set here as well. Business assets, this is just all the assets connected together. So you have your business manager, and then you have your Facebook page, and then you have your Instagram page, and then you have your Facebook pixel. So all of these should be connected if everything is set up right. And permissions, straightforward, the people who have permission to the catalogs and assets connected here. And that sums up this entire section covering how to create shops and catalogs to upload your products, and the general idea of how we're going to be using these moving forward. So make sure you have finished these before you go on. If you haven't already, create that shop, create a new catalog, add all your products, whether one by one or you have the nice integration, you upload them all up, get these done, and then continue moving forward.